Welcome to the 50th anniversary celebration of the 1965-66 NJCAA National Champion Greyhounds. Tonight we take you back across the entire Maurice John and Cotton Fitzsimmons coaching eras, celebrating the back-to-back championships of the 50s under Coach John and the 60s season titles with Cotton at the helm. This was a time of long ticket lines and packed coliseums. A building so loud, filled with fans so raucous, it made occupying the opposing team's bench a test of bravery. Coach John was only 26 years old when he took over the Greyhounds in 1946 and began to upgrade the schedule and actively recruit talent to rejuvenate the school's program after World War II. His determined conditioning and discipline, combined with outstanding teamwork and defense, made him a legendary coach in the records of junior college basketball. He was one of the 5 charter members of the NJCAA Hall of Fame. His success at Moberly is clearly written in his incredible 280-79 career record, with 9 appearances at the national tournament over 12 years and national championships in 1954, going into overtime, and in 1955, coming from behind to tie the game and then into double overtime. Imagine the crowds at home huddled that night around their radios for the final seconds.
Moberly leads 50 seconds. National champions 2 years in a row. There's a pass to Bill Wynn. 44, 43 seconds, 42 seconds. Way back out to Callahan. And now to Sonnenberg. To the near side to Barksdale. In the near corner to Bill Wynn. Oh, they played their hearts out tonight. And they deserve every bit of it. Bill Wynn crying his heart out. Look at him down there. Everybody. He hit that shot. 71 to 64. 71 to 64. Sonnenberg missed it. Red Merle tipped it. There's the end. That's all. That's all. Moberly wins. 71 to 64 into overtime. National champions again. 2 years in a row. Coach John way up on top of the shoulders of the crowd. Oh, look down there. What a game.
John went on to coach Iowa's Drake University in 1958, leading them to multiple regional titles and NCAA tournament appearances. He coached Iowa State from 71 to 74 and passed away in October 1974 at 55. The Hounds' next coach had experienced the MJC Coliseum as a Missouri All-American while playing for Hannibal LaGrange in the early 50s, and he knew the extensive fan base and community support the program engendered. With his famous line, "You know what we're here for," Lowell Cotton Fitzsimmons was determined to continue the winning tradition in Moberly when he picked up the reins in 1958. His close relationship with his players off the court, coupled with his on-court discipline, produced another 6 trips to the national championship over 9 years. Team member Jim Sears was there for Cotton's first national title in 1966.
My story is about my good friend Jim Byland. We were teammates together on the 1966 championship team. And the night of the championship game, after it was all said and done and we'd won, Jim made a remark about not getting in the game. I told Jim that night, I said, "Jim, don't worry about it. In 30 years, we can tell everybody that you made the game-winning shot and nobody will know any difference." And now here we are 50 years away from the game. And, you know, Greyhound fans don't forget anything. So I'm going to back off and we'll have to save that story for maybe later on down the road.
That first championship win was just as legendary as the ones a decade before, again uniting the community and the college in their love of the game. Carol Gerard has fond memories of listening to those final moments with her love, Ralph Gerard.
I have many, many stories I could tell about Ralph Gerard and the Greyhounds. He loved his Greyhounds. But the one that I think about this weekend is our experience with the 65-66 championship game. He was in Moberly teaching his classes. I was in Lee's Summit, and this was just a few months before we were married. And he kept calling me during the week, keeping me updated on what was going on. The championship game on Saturday night, he had called a number of times, telling me the score and what was going on. Finally, I got a phone call, and I thought it was time for the game to be over, and I said, "Did we win?" He said, "The game's not over yet, but I'm putting the radio by the telephone so that you can hear the end of it." And we listened to the last 5 minutes of the game. Me and Lee Summit, he and Moberly, and we're listening to the championship game in Hutchinson, Kansas.
Cotton left Moberly with a record of 223-59 and was honored as one of the first 10 inductees into the NJCAA Hall of Fame. After a successful stop at Kansas State, Cotton went on to coach in the NBA, ending his career in 1996 with 832 NBA victories. Cotton won Coach of the Year multiple times throughout his career, both at the college and professional levels. When Cotton Fitzsimmons passed away in July 2004 at 72, the local Phoenix paper declared him the brightest son. In recognition of what Moberly fans and players came to love, the Phoenix Suns created the annual Spirit of Cotton Award that honors a high school coach in Arizona who consistently demonstrates the best qualities of a coach, educator, mentor, and community leader. The beauty of the John Fitzsimmons era was not just in the championships. It was in the aspiration for the players and the coaches who followed.
Hi, I'm Dana Altman, coach of the University of Oregon Ducks. It's been 30 years since I was coach at Moberly Area Junior College, and it was a very special time for my wife Reva and I. The tradition that is Greyhound basketball was set by the 54, 55, 66, and 67 national championship teams. Those teams set a standard that all Greyhound teams have tried to live up to since. Maurice John Cotton Fitzsimmons set a standard for all coaches that have followed to try to live up to. It's been tough catching that 5th elusive national championship. I hope that everyone has a great weekend. I'm honored to be a small part of it. Go Greyhounds.
Thank you for joining us to honor and celebrate the golden anniversary of the golden era of Greyhound basketball. Go Greyhounds!